Wow,
was
what
savage.
an interesting comment.
She is the best
Let me go ahead and
fisher.
take care of this one.
You do your thing, babe.
Now, there's a few things that I've noticed after looking at your profile. For one, you're a white dude. 2, I've noticed that you're a truck driver. Interesting. 3, I saw a video on your profile talking about how your grandfather passed away. May he rest in peace. Now, the most important rule, which you should know this as a truck driver, is to stay in your lane. Otherwise, you might end up like your grandfather.
Another satisfying racial moment.
Fragile white people
Ladies
talking
and
about
gentlemen,
historic
Look at
architecture.
all these
Please like
glorious
and
ancient
subscribe.
European architecture. Aren't they just wonderful? Sometimes you really forget that humans are capable of such greatness. These were all made by extraterrestrials. There is no way those stupid desert-dwelling camel jockeys are capable of such greatness. They're way too stupid and simple-minded. We don't even have the technology to replicate this. Aliens came to Earth, dropped some shit, and left.
Yup,
Name
I
an
agree.
annoying thing that
Wait
people
minute
base
there.
their
He
entire
is the best
personality
shorts
about.
maker.
People who have iPhones, 100%. They act like they are better than anyone else.
The
I'm
Mario
abusing my
voice
body
we
like an
need.
altar boy
Please
lately. My
like and
cholesterol is
subscribe.
rising like Jesus. I'm gaining weight like I'm on birth control. And I'm gobbling food like Augustus Gloop. I can't stop. But I got an eggplant, fresh mozzarella, super side, so much salt, my ankles are going to be swelling up like a diabetic. Oh my God. Look how fucking gorgeous this bread is. I mean, it's got the flour, the little farina. Man, look at me now. What do you want to do? And I'm getting absolutely classless right now. I'll class it up with a DC. Fuck. My hands are more oily than your sister giving massages. Oh my God. Haven't done one of these in a minute. We're gonna do a simple 11 out of 5 mod-ons. Take care. Brush your hair.
Fuck
The
them
missile
kids.
knows where it is at all
TikTok is the
times.
best and
It knows
safest
this
social
because it
media
knows where it
platform.
isn't. By
What's
Black
going
Mirror
on?
vibes.
All these
He
weird
is the
videos on
best
TikTok
shorts
that are
maker.
like, they're kind of adverts, but I don't know what they're advertising. I mean, what's the deal with these videos where it's just a bunch of people, like, pretending to be asleep?
Wake up! Wake up! FBI, open up!
Or pretending to be in an office job. And then they have people who are watching their live stream press buttons. One of them is the guy who, he seems to be forever trying to build a house of cards. You might have seen him.
So don't send a galaxy, otherwise I have to knock this whole card tower down. If we get literally one more galaxy, I have to knock this card tower down. Let me just finish.
He's got like the sad face filter on, and he's just getting very frustrated the whole time that people keep sending a galaxy, whatever the fuck that is, and when they send a galaxy, he has to knock the card house down and start again. I've seen this about 40 times, at different times of the day and night. Am I to believe that this man is just relentlessly trying to build a house of cards and knocking them down and screaming into the camera for days, weeks on end? And if so, what does he get out of that? It just doesn't make sense. Like these ones with the big screen, they've got a stick and they've got a big screen that looks like a giant smartphone, and they're just liking random profiles and following people randomly. There's the one where it's like a bath of crystals, and they're just like, it's just a vibrating bath, and they're just like scooping out random crystals. There's lots of people doing this. There's one that looks like he's dressed like Spider-Man, and you can stop him from being Spider-Man by pressing a button which plays a fart sound effect. Why?
Hocus
Hey y'all,
Pocus
this is a message
2.
for all my moms
Ha,
out there,
ha,
all
ha,
my mama
ha.
bears.
Funny.
I'm gonna try not to get emotional. On Tuesday, I was in the kitchen frying up some cheese for dinner, and I left my kids in the living room, my 8-year-old Rebecca and my 4-year-old Vanilla Bellini, and they're watching TV. I'm frying up the cheese. all of a sudden I hear them screaming, Mama, Mama, there's a witch in the house. There's a witch in the house. And if you're a mama bear like me, you know that's your worst fear. Like those 6 words, there's a witch in the house, there's nothing scarier than that. And so I grabbed my frying pan, I ran into the living room as fast as I could. Sure enough, there's a witch on my TV talking about blending up my kids, turning them upside down, eating them with a spoon like they're a Dairy Queen. Okay? And it was really scary. And I don't know how this got on my TV because we only let them watch family-friendly movies like the videos of them being born or Ratatouille without the sex scenes. When I left them in there, they were watching Old Yeller. So I guess the devil found my channel changer. I don't know. And I know people are going to be like, it's just a movie. It's not real. Y'all believe what you want to believe. But in this house, we believe that if something comes on the TV, it can come on you. I have seen it happen. And I don't want Bette Midler coming on me or my family.
Know your shit. Subscribe and ring the bell.
Definitions for different types of animal shit, right? That's weird if you think about it, you know? Because if someone tells you a lie, you're like, that's bullshit, right? If someone's being a little baby, what do you call them? Ah, you're a chicken shit, you know? And if something looks bad or is bad, well, that's dog shit, you know? Totally different meanings based on what animal shit it out, you know? That's not even all animals either, right? Like cat shit doesn't mean anything. It just means the cat took a shit, right? You know what's weird? Cat shit doesn't mean jack shit. How does that make sense? Who's Jack, by the way? It must be tough to learn English, you know? Because you can't screw them up, right? You can't be like, hey, you look like bullshit. I think you mean dog shit? Why don't you learn the language already? What kind of dipshit doesn't know the difference between bullshit and dog shit? Like if you lose your shit and you're crazy, then you're batshit, right? But if you lose your shit and you're angry, then you're ape shit. You're like, who came up with all these rules, you know? What kind of horse shit is that? Who was at the zoo that one fateful day? Maybe that's who Jack was, right?
Anytime anyone tells me that they identify as a Christian, I always make sure to ask for clarity so that I can more accurately respect their beliefs. Do you follow the classic brown-skinned, socialist, bleeding heart liberal, love everybody regardless of who they love or worship, feed the hungry, house the homeless Jesus? Or the more modern-day, whitewashed, Republican nationalist, condemn everybody to hell, immigrant-hating, money-loving, judgmental Jesus? Because there's a difference.